Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be like a super quick and easy but super important, super convenient, super handy video, because it's basically showing how I hide my braid out braids when I'm not ready to take them down yet, but I need to go out and about and leave my house. So under here I've got a braid out cooking, but no one needs to know about it because we're looking cute in a head wrap. So if you feel like you need to know how you can leave the house looking cute whilst your braid out is still locking and getting all that definition and soaking up all the moisture before it dries or before you're ready to take it down, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting with my braid out braids, my doo-doo braids. I do try to avoid doing this on soaking wet braids. So I did these this morning, so they're still like damp. They're definitely not dry. They're nowhere near ready to be taken down, but they're not like dripping wet. When I touch my hair, my hands aren't like wet, you know? So they're damp. I do prefer to do it on damp hair rather than soaking wet hair, just because I don't like my hair to be up in a head wrap when it's soaking wet. Also, recently I've been trying to leave my braids in for 2 days. So doing this is such a lifesaver, because I mean, some people would, but I don't feel comfortable leaving the house like this. And especially if I'm leaving the braids in for 2 days, I need a way to cover them up, because it's not often that I go 2 days without leaving the house to do something. So yeah, this is super handy, super cute, and just super convenient. So yeah, let's get into it. First, you are going to need a satin scrunchie. I mean, it doesn't have to be satin. I prefer to use a satin scrunchie just because it's more gentle on the hair, and it makes it so that my braids don't have a kink in them. So I just grab the braids up on top of my head. I kind of do it one by one to make sure that the way I fold it up means that they're as flat as possible. So I just join them all up into the hairband in the middle. Since getting my hair cut, the back two aren't quite long enough to reach, so I leave them down for now. And I get my satin scrunchie and tie that around. And then on the last time that I wrap the hairband round, I just leave it so that the braids are in a loop bun like this. One's popping out to say hi, so just tuck that under like so. For these two at the back, what I'm going to do is just literally tuck it under one of the other braids that are up into the ponytail, and then they just stay in place like that. So again, on the other side, just tuck it under, and then we're all secure and ready to go. I mean, I kind of look like I have antennas or ears or some sort of tentacles right now, but you're obviously not going to see that when it's all covered up. This bit is optional, and I don't always do this. It kind of depends on where I'm going and how cute I want to look. So this is the baby hairs. This is what my baby hairs look like without me doing anything to them. So if they were covered up with a head wrap, like, it still looks very much fine, but sometimes I just like to add a little something to the style. When my hair is covered up, I like to show some baby hairs. So what I'm going to do is use the Camille Rose Curl Maker Gel and my little edges brush to do my edges. I'm going to do that off camera, and I will come back to show you what I do once they're done. Okay, so this is what my baby hairs look like after I've used the gel and the little edge brush. So nothing crazy, but just adds, you know, a little bit of spice. So next what I get is my satin scarf. I get questions about where I get the satin scarf from all the time, and honestly, I got it probably about 6 years ago from basically like my local black hair shop. I don't know the brand of it, I'm really sorry, but it's like a super long one, and it's stretchy. If you are looking for a satin scarf, I really recommend one that is stretchy. It's not stretchy like the long way, only a little bit, but it's stretchy this way, but it having a stretch in it really does help, so I do recommend getting one with stretch. But anyway, so I take it, I fold it in half, and then I just tie my edges down like so, and I will leave that on for like about 10 minutes. Okay, and once I take them off, they're nice and laid, and they ain't gonna go nowhere. Next, what I do with the same satin scarf, I take it, unfold it, and put it over the back of my head like so. And then what I do is making sure that it kind of stays down. I keep it over my ears for now because it's easier to keep it tight. So what I do, let me come a bit closer, is I pull it up, cross it over in front of where the ponytail is, and then just continue to wrap it around the little braided bun. And I continue to do so until it gets to about this length, and then I tie it in a knot to make sure that it stays in place. And then taking like a little bit of the scarf, I just make sure that all my braids are covered in the satin scarf. Ooh, the ends are popping out. This usually happens. So then all of the braids are hidden underneath the satin. This makes sure that they're not being dried out by the cotton of the head wrap that I'm going to use, and it just stops them from getting messy, which means that when you do actually take down your braid out is nice and tidy and defined and not frizzy. So I'm going to show you two different ways that I do this. It depends on the type of scarf that I'm going to wear. So if I'm going to wear a scarf that is like this loose like t-shirt type material and slash or is really big like this one is, then this is the style that I go for. So I throw it over the back, pull it up front and kind of scrunch it in between my hands, and then what I do is gather it into one hand. Ooh, where's the hole, where's the hole? And then twist it over like this, kind of pulling it tight, and then continuing to twist all the way down to the end. Then you have this long twist, and then literally all I do is just wrap it around. Wrap and tuck. And that is it. Kind of adjust it how you want to adjust it, push it back if you want some more baby hair showing, decide how you want your ears, and then that is literally, that's it. This is the easier of the two because it's literally twist, wrap, tuck. It did take me some practice to get this right, but this is the easiest head wrap style that I rock. So if I just want to be up and out the door, I will grab a head wrap like this, so a head wrap that's big and slash or one that's like that loose material. The other way that I like to wear my head wrap, which is my favorite because I just think it looks better than the other one. It's harder to do, but I think it looks better, is when I have a scarf that is smaller. So this one is kind of hard to show on camera, but this one is a lot smaller than the brown one, and it's the stiffer material, like the, I don't know what it's actually called, but some head wraps are quite stiff compared to others, so it's like that proper material. So for these smaller ones or the stiff material ones, again I put it over the back of my head. And as you can see, this one, it's not coming all the way over like the other one did. So I have to wrap it slightly differently, otherwise the black head wrap underneath will stay showing. So I go up like this. And then for this one, I basically just wrap it without actually twisting the two pieces of material. So I keep wrapping, crossing over, and again wrap and cross over. And then when I get to the back, I will tie it in a knot, pull it slightly tight, not anything crazy, and then just tuck those little ends underneath, and tuck that one underneath. And sometimes with this one you end up with like material flapping at the top and it shows the black headband underneath. So when that is the case, I just gently pull the material through just enough so that I can then tuck those ends in as well. And I just tuck it in. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Pull it, pull it. And then just tuck it under. And then this style looks like this. So there's doodoo plaits under here, but nobody has to know about it because we're looking all cute in a head wrap instead. So whenever I do a head wrap or whenever I do a braid out and my braids are not ready to dry, or I'm just being lazy and I don't want to do my hair, then this is basically what I do. And what I like about it is that you can just switch out the head wrap and then you've got a completely different look. So you can go for pink, you can go for brown, you can go for black. So yeah, it kind of changes the look depending on your head wrap and how you tie it. So yeah, that's it. Super quick, super easy. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment and make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in my next video.